What's going on? This is true. We got to talk about a few things, y'all. I want to, first of all, salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to listen to me for a minute. Uh, Long live Dolph, man. A lot of people have been sad, heartbroken. Man, just can't let it go. You know what I'm saying? When you love somebody like Flipper, man, just can't let it go. It really hurts your feelings. The way they chopped him down and did him dirty. Now, with that being said, let me say this right here. Uh, like I started off with the love for Flipper Man. How is it that when you love somebody, especially when they pass away under these circumstances, that you don't give a public, you don't show no love? I'm specifically talking about Daddy O, Key Glock, for just two. How is it that you don't you don't speak at in public, the funeral, you don't acknowledge this man's whole life, no sadness, no emotions. You know what I'm saying? Make a speech. Because I've been making a speech since November 17th, 2021, and ain't stopped yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call love. And I wasn't that close. But for the people that was around, the people like Daddy and Key Glock, how does that happen? That you don't get your ass up there and speak, you know? This is how much he meant to me, to us. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like uh like somebody just told me. See, like, true. Did you notice at the funeral, not the FedEx Forum public thing, but the private memorial or whatever? How is it that every time you see Daddy O at this funeral, the private gathering for the family and friends, he's hiding behind somebody else like he don't want to be seen, don't look nobody in the eye? I said that's a damn good question. Seem like a lack of sincerity, and that's just the love part. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. It seemed like Dolph had a lot of people around him that, especially his artists. If you do a "Where Are They Now" video, then that's gonna be the end of the video. The title, "Where Are They Now?" Nobody knows. Dolph was handing out money to these members. You know what I'm saying? Trying to teach them how to fish instead of feed them. And I think they got a little bit too comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? Dolph was tested. His heart was bigger than the people that took advantage of it. Let's take, like, for instance, Key Glock. One incident, we seen him take a baseball bat to Dolph windshields because Dolph had a business model that made him self-made and self-paid, and he couldn't wait to shine. So he take a baseball bat to the windshield. Such in a rush, you know. What y'all call it? All right, all right. Uh, like the person I was just talking to. Shout out to Louisiana. She said on an interview, Key Glock, Dolph called Key Glock his right hand man, right? Another interview, Key Glock gonna call Dolph, it's a left hand man. What the fuck is that about? How he gonna be your left hand man and he call you his right hand man? That's some subliminal shit to let y'all know what was coming. See, a lot of people was in on this play. And just like, I'm gonna call it Louisiana, we were just chopping it up. And it's just like, true, you know, I'm with you. You know, I'm a subscriber, a supporter. Maybe you should take a step back and look at the bigger game. Maybe this is the white folks game, and they're using all of y'all like they use all of them to take out Dolph. So I'm like, shit, I guess I ain't been doing it right, so I'm listening. Because y'all, as y'all know, I've been since the beginning going after the powers that be because I already felt it. Well, her conversation was amazing, and we not even finished yet. It's like maybe Dolph, not maybe, Dolph had to be about to do something real big behind the scenes that would have severely affected these powers that be, if you will, agenda. And we pretty much can understand and believe that because Dolph already had told us before his passing that he was about to do something big that was going to change the game and make him a billionaire. And he already said his kids don't have to now worry about no money. Now, if they got Dolph listed as a net worth on every time you Google it at $3 million, then we know this bullshit. Dolph owned half of Memphis. And maybe, just maybe, he was in the way. But he did own half of Memphis. And then another thing she said, Louisiana, she said, she gave me a little brief history on Elvis that I didn't even know. She said, true, when you call yourself the King of Memphis in Memphis, that means something to the powers that be. She went further to say, did you know that Elvis was should have been registered because he was married a 14-year-old and they didn't do anything about that because he was, quote unquote, the King of Memphis. He was Elvis. I'm like, for real? Like, wow, that's crazy. Yep. And so we not finished the conversation yet. I'm just saying, this is way big. And to use people that look just like Dolph did and myself is how that's what she was saying. Y'all talking about one of y'all own kind did it but don't see the bigger play. You know, like, y'all already know I was halfway there. And then she went on to say this. She said, did you know that August the 11th, 2021, 3 months before Dolph got taken out, that he bought Daddy-O out? I'm like, for real? She said, yep, go check it out. And I did. And it's true. So, maybe. And then she also said, yep, maybe that could be the reason why Daddy O told Dolph to watch yourself. Because I remember that. He told Dolph, watch yourself. And I'm like, why would you say that? And she was like, why would he tell him that shortly before he gets assassinated? And he ain't tell him that all his life. After he done bought you out, and then you end up with everything. Y'all follow me? And then we getting down to the dates. Big Moochie Grape. He said you seen Dolph. You said Dolph was on the plane on the Monday, but you didn't know he was on the plane. Then what happened after Monday? Because Dolph died on a Wednesday. Nobody even seen Dolph. The Ruth Chris Steakhouse. What happened after the cancer center? Because the next time we seen Dolph, he was stretched out with his arm hanging out the cookie shop, right? What happened? Where was Dolph at? One person over there that's a pre-member, Snoopy Doopy, can't answer the boss man call because he's getting a haircut and his arm was under the apron. I done got plenty of haircuts. And the barbers talk on their phone. Everybody know how to get a haircut. If it's an important call, you're gonna do this right here. And the barber, when he stopped, it take a barber so damn long to do a simple fade because everybody talking on their phone, conducting business and shit. That's the barber shop. That's our sanctuary. So we know that's a lie. Then you see him in the video, in the same set, getting his haircut in front of the mural. And obviously you can see that was bullshit because you're doing the same thing that you said you couldn't do. So there's two people with no whereabouts. The turkey drive. I think Big Moochie took credit because I know he didn't buy those turkeys. I think Dolph bought all those turkeys like he do every year and just gave him the credit. But not just to see Dolph with no appearance this year in the 2021 lets you know something happened in between. Right? Let's keep going. Marcus Thornton. Where were you at the whole time? And why didn't you get shot once again? Where were you at? Because just like we was talking about, if Dolph was in the way of something bigger than him, then that's how big he was. Where were you at on that day? Or did you just pop up like these UFOs they talking about now? Another way to distract us from what's real. So that's another question. Then we go on to continue talking. She said, it's a difference between racism and white supremacy. Can anybody tell me what that difference might be? Racism and white supremacy or supremacy. Racism is what? It has to do with color. White supremacy, what that is. It has to do with the fact that you don't want anybody of that look like us to own 100% of anything. That would be white supremacy. Y'all can clarify in the comment section if you want. But that was knowledge to me, which what made it a great conversation that's not over yet. So I sincerely appreciate it. So that's opened my eyes. And here we go. With all this shit going on, what was Dolph in the way of that made this possible? Because we know it had to be a lot of elements, just the way he ended up all alone in the cookie shop after all these attempts on his life. And then we continue the conversation about C.J. Davis and the way I've been telling y'all. Coincidence that you made it all the way to Memphis. He was everywhere that he had an attempt on his life and made it all the way to Memphis. And the job is done. And we about to have a new mayor and you on your way out. Was that the plan? And who do you work for? This shit bigger. Just like the third shooter, the mysterious third shooter, the Photoshop pictures. Nobody knows who got them. The police didn't release them. The news media telling us we got it from social media. We got it from a source. Normally, the police will put that out, but not in this case. Everything weird, staged to make it look like something. So what she was saying makes sense to me. That y'all are doing their propaganda for them. And Dolph is out the way. So once again, what was he about to do? Because he been telling us for the longest, he about to do something big. When you turn down $22 million, that should be a clue number one. When you say, my kids don't never have to work or worry about nothing, that's clue number two. When you own half of Memphis, that's clue number three. When you want to go get your bloodline money from the songs that Elvis used that made him the King of Memphis. You call yourself the King of Memphis and you in the way of something else big, well, I guess that would be the definition all the way around of what white supremacy means to a self-made black man that refused, that want to own everything that he built, right or wrong. My name is True Results. I'll be back. And I'm curious to hear what everybody got to say in the comments section. And shout out to you, ma'am, for a great conversation. That's what I be talking about. You know, we don't blog. You gave me, I was halfway there, but you gave me some insight and some information and put me back on track. And we're going to let God be God. And we're going to let justice be served. And we're going to all say long live Dolph forever, the true King of Memphis. Like, share, subscribe, always support. Once again, you feel inspired by me being inspired, you know where to find my Cash App tag in case you want to donate. Until then, peace. True.